Hey guys, can you hear me? Christina, can you hear me? Okay, so I think that the problem is right now is that there's like a little bit of a delay on me to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So hopefully eventually you guys can hear me. But if Christina or Katie, if you wanna shoot me a text or a message. Oh, I got one from Katie. You can hear me. I can't hear you. No, I'm not supposed to hear anybody. I think it's just supposed to be me. I don't think I'm not supposed to hear you. All right, guys, sorry. You're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. This is the first time I've done a Google Hangout, so I'm a little bit nervous that I'm gonna have like some weird technical difficulty. So I have Christina and Katie set up to text me or message me if something like weird is going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Also, I judged a pageant all day in Butler, where I'm from, and had to hurry up and rush home to my parents' house to do this call because they changed the pageant today from yesterday because of the snow. So I'm currently sitting in my old bedroom, which then became my little sister's bedroom, and there's like the biggest mishmash of stuff around me right now. I'm like so distracted by this scenario. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And I'm gonna take a little second to do a little screen share. So if someone could let me know if you can see this PowerPoint, because that also seems to be an issue with Google Hangout screen share. Okay. All right, Christina, can you text me if you can see my PowerPoint? I will wait for you to tell me yes, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So this is just a little picture of the Knockout Brigade, which is the team that I am a part of and the team that you would be a part of based off of the coach that invited you here. So you're probably here because someone invited you. So on this call, I'm going to kind of share how I got started Beachbody Coaching, what we do as a Beachbody coach. On the right-hand side of this, you'll be able to ask questions, and I can come back to them later when I can actually see the full screen again. I'll be able to answer those questions because right now I'm just looking at the PowerPoint. I should be seeing exactly what you're seeing. If you're not seeing the PowerPoint, I apologize, but I'm just going to keep talking to myself at this computer like you are seeing the PowerPoint, and we will get started. Oh, yay, you can see my PowerPoint, says Christina. Awesome. We're going smoothly here so far. All right, cool. So in this call, we're going to talk about how you could become a part-time coach and create a full-time income. And basically how we do that and how we teach coaches to be able to do that is, number one, time management, creating something called a power hour, using the 3 vital business building behaviors that have been taught to us. So all of these things have been handed down to us. No one's asking you to reinvent how to be a Beachbody coach. It's pretty much stuff that has been handed down to us, and we just pass it along. We share it with our coaches. So you are not having to create anything on your own. You'll have access to training and documents from the #1 team in the company. So we are part of the #1 downline in the company, and you get access to training and documents from all of that. There's also a weekly team call as part of the Knockout Brigade. Right now they're on Monday nights, and they're led by Katie Ersta, who is my personal coach. She's who I'm signed up under, and she's kind of like the head coach of the Knockout Brigade. The Knockout Brigade is everyone from her down. You'll get one-on-one support from us, and the one-on-one support is really great. We have lots of trainings. For example, we have a new coach apprenticeship or coach basics. It's all of the general information of what you need to learn to start off as a coach. and you'll get one-on-one support from your upline and other uplines. If you ever have any questions, there is so much support on this team. We really try to teach you how to share versus sell. So instead of just saying like, hey, I have these shakes, do you want to buy some? We share our experiences with these shakes, and then people naturally want to know more about them. This business is also 100% mobile, clearly, because I'm sitting in my bedroom from when I was a child, and this is not where I live now. I'm married and I do not live in my old bedroom, but here I am doing a call. And then you also have your own interactive website with training. And I guess I forgot to introduce myself to all of you. My name is Taylor Moliterno, and I'm currently a diamond coach on the Knockout Brigade. Next slide. So just a little bit about me to get started so I can introduce myself to you guys. My name's Taylor, and first and foremost, I work full-time as a dance teacher. So a lot of people ask me, how do you do it? You must like not work full-time, and that's actually not the case at all. I am a full-time dance teacher. I work Beachbody whenever I block off times in my day to make sure I'm committed to getting stuff done with Beachbody. But truly, I am a full-time dance teacher. I'm a wife. I'm married to my husband, Dave, who's listening to this call, hopefully, because I begged him. I have a little puppy. Her name's Marley. She's so cute. You can see her in that one picture. I'm huge into philanthropy, and I'm actually going to get into that right now when I kind of talk about what pushed me to decide to become a coach. So last March, I was at a fundraiser for my husband's hockey team that was benefiting Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And I was there because my husband's teammate in college for hockey passed away from lymphoma. And so I got really into helping them run this fundraiser because I lost my cousin in 2013, who was like my best friend, to leukemia. She did a 2.5-year battle, and I pretty much was in a dark place. I knew I wanted to do a lot with fundraising, but I wasn't really sure how I was going to have a platform for that. And, you know, maybe I could just help here and there with fundraisers, but I wasn't really sure the avenue that I was going to be able to take with that. Turns out my husband played hockey in college with Mike Ersta, Katie Ersta's husband. And Katie had just been diagnosed with lymphoma in February. So this is last February, 1 year ago. She was supposed to be on a cruise that she earned through Beachbody, which we will also talk about later, but she was not cleared to go because of her diagnosis. So she was there, and I met her, and we had just become friends on Facebook. And so I knew that she did Beachbody, but I didn't know what a coach was or anything. And I was like, oh, I just bought T25 on the website. I'm going to try to start it. But, you know, I don't know, whatever. So I go home and I'm looking at her Facebook, and I see that she's actually a Beachbody coach. So I messaged her and I was like, hey, what's this coaching thing? Can you be my coach? So she introduced me to a challenge group, and I joined a challenge group, and she asked me to coach. And I was like, absolutely not. I actually really don't want anything to do with Beachbody. I just want to lose some weight. I was a dancer in college, a professional dancer, and I had gained about 30 pounds from my performance weight, and I just was feeling pretty miserable, not like myself, super tired, exhausted, pretty nasty to my husband, to be quite honest. I just wasn't happy with myself, so I would take it out on him. But I joined this challenge group, and about 2 weeks into that group, I had somewhat of a mental breakthrough, and I was like, this is actually pretty gratifying, you know, just I'm feeling so much better. I'm starting to lose weight slowly, but not only that, I am seeing all of these other people in this group that I'm in here with having the same things happen to them. So we're all on our own little journeys here, but we're coming together in these challenge groups, and we are truly bettering ourselves. And that's all because our coach Katie is taking the time to, you know, help us with this. So I messaged her and I was like, you know, this coaching thing, I want to know more about it, because the way this is changing my life and how I'm watching it change the lives of the 7 other people in this group with me, I would be doing a disservice if I didn't also offer up help to someone going through the same type of struggle. Because I'm so young, I don't have any kids or anything yet, and if I'm seriously struggling at this point in my life, I know there's got to be other people out there struggling as well that really need the support. So that's how I got started. I messaged her and was like, okay, I'll do this coaching thing. Tell me about it. But I just really like to make it a point that I'm a completely normal person. So I just wanted to lose some weight. I got involved with this challenge group, and now I am doing a lot with my coaching and really into it. And that's that story. That's my story. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so Beachbody. Beachbody's mission is very simple. It is just to help people live healthy and fulfilling lives. And you can see kind of like the logos on the right-hand side of different products that are Beachbody, that are under Beachbody. And the story of Beachbody kind of goes like this. In 1998, there were these two guys, John Congdon and Carl Deichler, and they founded this company called $1 Million Body. And they realized that with these workout programs that they had with $1 Million Body, people were jumping on these message boards that they had, and they were kind of pushing each other with these workouts. And they were like, this is kind of interesting. People are motivating each other via a message board, and they're all doing the same workout program. So what if we made a company based around that concept, the concept of motivating other people to live a healthy and fulfilling life? So they then came up with this direct marketing company, and that would be an effective solution for weight loss. So they came up with Team Beachbody. So there's Beachbody, which is its own company, and then there's Team Beachbody, which is the coach network, the network of coaches, and how you order through a coach and all of that. So you can order through Beachbody, or you can order through a coach with Team Beachbody. They're separate entities. But they have all of these programs that you can see on the screen now, or maybe you see them in infomercials. There's Brazil Butt Lift, Les Mills Pump, Body Beast is always on TV. 21 Day Fix is super popular now. P90X, everyone knows Insanity. Everyone knows P90X. Those are usually the two names I throw out there first when someone's like, what is Beachbody? I'm like, oh, well, P90X, Insanity, and everyone says yes. I'm like, that's Beachbody. And it's pretty cool because they've really made a name for themselves. And so it's awesome that you can just say P90X, Insanity, and people know that those are legitimate programs, and that's part of Beachbody. So basically they created the network of coaches about 5 years ago, and they realized that there was, person-to-person support and weight loss and with their exercise programs. And Beachbody is a multi-level marketing or network marketing, which means you can earn through direct and team sales. So what that means is the company is paying you for the services that you offer through your sales. And as far as that goes, the next slide. So this is what is a coach, because a lot of people say to me, well, you're like super in shape, or you work out all the time, or this, that, and the other thing. And I really like to make it a point that when I started coaching in May of last year, you can see that first picture. It says April 2014 on there, but that's 1 month before I started coaching, and I was not at my ideal weight. I maybe had lost like 2 or 3 pounds by that point. So a coach is not a fitness expert. They're not a personal trainer. We're not a nutritionist. They don't necessarily have their goal body. You're just a normal person. Like I said before, I'm just a normal person. You're going to have flaws. You're going to make mistakes. Like today, for example, I really could not say no to the Reese's that were sitting in front of me because I'm a normal human being and I really wanted them, so I ate it. But I do really strive to be healthy. So it's someone who really wants to be healthy. It's a person who wants to succeed. So success for me is defined by my challengers having success. So I feel successful when they achieve the results that they're desiring. So it's a person who really wants to see that success for themselves through other people. It's a person who's dedicated to helping other people. It's someone who's motivated and driven. It's a person who drinks Shakeology and does the workouts every day. We're not robots, so sometimes it doesn't happen every single day. I totally understand that. But you lead by example. So pretty much I wake up every morning and I'm like, I got to get this stuff done because there's people relying on me to make the right decisions and motivate them to make the right decisions. So coaches run these challenge groups. The coach's job is to help you push through maybe some mental blocks that you have as far as your physical fitness goes. I know that was a big thing for me the first time I had a mental breakthrough that, like this whole health and fitness thing is 99% in my mind. And I wouldn't have figured that out on my own. It took the challenge group. It took my coach helping me to see that. But these people that are coaches, me, all the coaches that I work with are works in progress. I truly feel that whenever you're a work in progress, it makes you a better coach. You're more relatable. People want to ask you, what do you struggle with? Or I know my most successful challenge groups are the ones where I'm like, I am really struggling with this. And a lot of my challengers give me motivation and they give me advice. Whenever I'm having salty cravings, they post a recipe that helps me kick that craving. So yeah, I'm leading this challenge group, but they're also helping me through too. And that's what's really super awesome about these challenge groups and just the accountability of it all. But I also think that the number one quality that I see in amazing coaches is that they're goal setters. So we really strive to set goals and do everything we can in our power to make sure that we hit those goals and achieve those goals. And, what the great thing about being a part of Team Beachbody and the Knockout Brigade is that you never really are striving for those goals alone. There's always people that are there to help you, that can answer questions, that can help you brainstorm. So it's a really awesome community to be involved with. So what does a coach do? Like I said before, we run these challenge groups, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed by the idea of running a challenge group, because you don't have to run them on your own at first. Whenever you're first starting, I like to call them apprenticeship coaches, and I allow my coaches to run groups with me, and I'm pretty sure most other coaches do as well, until you feel comfortable to go out on your own. And even now, like I work full time, so a lot of my coaches that are in the organization, in my downline, or just even other coaches on the Knockout Brigade, we run groups together, because I can be like, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my extremely busy days at work, and there's someone that can pick up the slack for me in motivating and keeping people on task, because our schedules are different. So it's really a team effort, and there's no need to feel overwhelmed about having to run all of that on your own. We definitely share a lot through social media. So we're sharing our journey, we're sharing our transformations, we're sharing what's working for us, we're giving tips, we're giving recipes, we're sharing our meal plans. I know I really struggle with meal plans, and I still look at other coaches' meal plans that they're sharing, because it's still helping me. We're running challenge groups, and like I said before, your first challenge groups that you run, you don't have to do on your own. This slide is just some examples of stuff that I've shared. So the right-hand side is my hot husband's transformation. So he allowed me to share that, but he did awesome with Body Beast, and people are really motivated by sharing your transformation. I shared the 3-day refresh, and I was doing that. I shared what food on the 3-day refresh looked like. I share my workouts. I try to share a motivational post every single day, a story, something that's going on in my life, and how my workout is making maybe that task not seem as big, or, helping me to see the bigger picture and everything, to sweat for something bigger. That's a big thing, which I will talk about in a little bit as well. But just sharing the journey, making sure that people are aware that you're doing this, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how they too can be involved is a big thing. The more people feel like they're welcome in this community, the more likely they are to reach out to you or respond to you when you reach out to them, because you're really being genuine, you're being your honest self, and you're just sharing this little part of you that can be extremely vulnerable, but is so rewarding when you're able to share that with someone and it connects with them and they grow, and then you grow. It really is a crazy compound effect. Okay, so I'm sure you're wondering the big question: how do I actually make money by becoming a Beachbody coach. And there are a few ways that you can make money by Beachbody coaching. And the first way is that you receive 25% commission from everything that is purchased through your site. So you give people your own unique link, which whenever you sign up as a coach, you'll be given 3 websites, and they all have their unique URL. So you share those with people that are interested in joining your challenge groups or purchasing through you, and you automatically make 25% commission from everything purchased through your site. You also make commission on challenge packs, and that dollar amount varies on the per challenge pack, the different priced challenge packs. You make different pricing and commission off of those. And then you also can earn money through team bonuses and cycle bonuses. So that's where you start to actually getting into, the meat of your money is through those team bonuses and cycle bonuses once you are to that point. And the other really cool thing that is the main reason why I started coaching in the first place, to be quite honest, is the 25% discount you get on all products purchased, which includes Shakeology. So at the end of this call, you could really say to me, like, Taylor, you are crazy. Like, I know you say you work full-time, I work full-time, whatever your story is, but you still want the 25% discount. What's super great about this is that you can sign up as a coach and just get that 25% discount. But I would really want you to try to think in terms of the buddy system. So when I have people that want the 25% discount, I say, listen, if you find a buddy or a few buddies and we put them under you as a discount coach, that's just going to make your Shakeology even cheaper because you'll make commission off of that, and it will start to cover the cost of your own Shakeology. So that's always something you could look into, is just the buddy system. When I started this, I drug my mom and my aunt into a challenge group with me, made them buy their stuff under me, and then mine was cheaper. And then showed them how to do the same thing. And then before you know it, we're all making a little bit of money and we're all happier because our shakes are cheaper. So I always want to mention that because there is a way to do this business differently. But it's super awesome. You get 25% discount on everything. That in itself for me is worth becoming a coach. The next thing is that Beachbody rewards coaches for achieving something called Success Club by sending you on trips, which is super sweet. Success Club basically can be broken down into helping 3 people with a challenge pack per month. So if you find 3 people that you can inspire, that you can bring on this journey and add to a challenge group per month, you'll be hitting Success Club. And Beachbody rewards you when you bring 3 people into your challenge groups and inspire them a month with things such as Success Club trips, which this year, everyone that earned Success Club last year is going on a trip to Cancun. So they achieved Success Club for the whole year, and they're going on a trip to Cancun now. Next year, the trip is a cruise, which is awesome because, like I was telling you before, how Katie missed that cruise and was at that hockey fundraiser. Next year, I'm going to be going on a cruise with her, which is pretty cool, and it's all coming full circle, and that's kind of some really awesome, bigger thing that's happening for me and for her especially. There's Coach Summit, which is happening in Nashville this year. Last year was in Vegas. There's the Success Starters Success Club program. So if you earn Success Club, meaning you help 3 new people your first 3 months in working the business, you get a free ticket to Summit for the next year. So that's pretty awesome. But the big thing about Success Club is that when you are bringing 3 people into this business a month as a challenger, that's helping you consistently grow over time. So making sure that you're inspiring just 3 people every single month is assuring that your business is growing and that you're reaching out to more people. And I know that can also seem a little bit overwhelming, but it's really not. Inspiring 3 people, getting referrals from those 3 people, having them find their friends, it really is a compound effect. And you do not know the potential that you have in reaching out to people until you actually go for it. It's pretty crazy, and it's been really rewarding. Okay, so the next slide is what is the Knockout Brigade? And this is my favorite part to talk about because it's the team that you would be a part of if you joined under the coach that invited you here today. So basically the Knockout Brigade is a bunch of normal people, like I've been saying before. We're just all a bunch of norms. We're teachers, some are moms, some are dads, philanthropists, daughters, sons. But what I love the most about this team is that we're all friends. When I started Beachbody Coaching, I knew nobody. I knew Katie, and that was it. And I barely knew Katie. I just met her 2 months before, and I signed up as a coach under her. Talk about trust. But what happened pretty quickly is that you become this community, and you see these people going through this journey with you. And I distinctly remember waking up one morning and looking at my phone. The first thing I did was look at my phone, and I was like, holy crap, there has been the biggest shift in mentality in what I see on my newsfeed every single morning. I used to see people complaining about their job, complaining about the weather, complaining about how they were feeling, they were sick, this, that, and the other thing. And now I see people that have been up at 5 o'clock in the morning working out. I see their healthy food choices. I see their adorable kids working out with them. I see motivational posts. The whole thing, it was like a complete 180 what happened in the community that I decided to become a part of. These people seriously are changing lives, changing my life. We're helping each other. We bounce ideas off of each other. It's a pretty awesome group to be a part of. So like I was saying before, the Knockout Brigade is from my upline coach, Katie, down. So the Knockout Brigade really is consisting of people who really are into helping others. And I truly think that the Knockout Brigade is the most giving group of people I've ever encountered. The picture that you see in the bottom there was from this last it was Friday, so it was Super Friday, but the theme was a whiteout. However, and everyone was supposed to wear white. However, Katie was being featured at the Super Friday for her cancer battle story, and lymphoma's color is purple. So as a team, we all decided we're not going to wear white. We're going to wear purple. We're going to support Katie. Everyone at this thing was dressed to the nines in like their white dresses, and we were in our purple workout gear, and it was just really awesome. And no one felt weird because we're just all a bunch of weirdos, even though we're super normal, like I've said 5,000 times, but we're just super supportive of each other. Everyone's behind you no matter what. We team up with each other with success partners, and I know that there's people I can call. I call Christina probably way more than she would like to see me blowing up her phone just to be like, I don't know what to do. This isn't working. So, we're super supportive of each other. We bounce ideas off of each other. We brainstorm. We run groups together. And you're truly part of something bigger. And a big thing on our team is sweating for something bigger. So a lot of this for me is that I dedicated a lot of my workouts to people who we call warriors, or people who can't sweat, who can't work out. And I am truly motivated to get my workouts in. When I think of, my cousin who passed away, I remember like her being on an exercise bike in her room, and then them just asking her to like pedal on this bike for 5 minutes to try to stay active. And like, she literally couldn't do it. And that truly motivates me to just be able to sweat for people that can't. Who really would give anything to just do a workout. And, I'm saying I'm too lazy. Like, that's not even an option anymore because you're sweating for something bigger. And this group is also, has been super supportive of all of our fundraising efforts. And I've done a ton of fundraising for LLS, and everyone on the team has been super supportive and wants to be a part of it. And it's just been really humbling to see that you can have this whole group, this ginormous group of people behind everything you're doing and believing in every word you're saying and truly supporting you. Like, for example, I know there's people that could be doing other things right now on a Sunday night at 9:30, but because I said this was my first business opportunity call and I was super nervous, they jumped on the call just to be supportive, which is pretty awesome. So I could go on and on about the KB all day, but I'll try to wrap it up here. What can you expect from the Knockout Brigade? Like I was saying, they're truly different, but as far as training goes, we have tons of groups. We have push to diamond groups. We have team building and training retreats. We have closed support for all coaches. We have weekly team calls. Like I said before, we have our Knockout Brigade calls on Monday nights, and then in your own specific little organizations, there's always little team calls too. I know that my little team I have, we get together and we chit chat about different stuff going on every now and then. We have guest speakers, which right now Katie is doing something called the Success Series. So on Monday night, she's been bringing in, top coaches, or we even had a speaker from corporate come on and just give us some motivation. And all those calls are recorded. So even if you can't make them, like I know my work schedule is crazy and sometimes I can't get on a call whenever they're happening, she always posts the link for them in our little Knockout Brigade group, and I can get that training still available to me later on. And then first and foremost, there is never any pressure to sell anything. If you truly are working this as a business, your coach is going to push you to the level of the goals that you've set. If your goal is just to be a discount coach, that is totally fine. It is completely fine to be a discount coach, and there's nothing wrong with that, and you should be proud of that because you're getting these awesome products and you're using them and you're becoming healthier and you're on this amazing journey, but there's never any pressure to sell anything. And that's what I really love about this group, is that we truly value everyone that's part of the Knockout Brigade, whether you're a working coach, you're a diamond coach, you're a 5-star, or you're a discount coach. We're all part of this amazing community, and that's truly something special. Okay, so how to make it official. I'm sure my ramblings have totally just persuaded you to just sign up already. And everyone listening to this, if you're not a coach already, you're going to sign up. So we're going to talk about it. There's a couple ways you can sign up. Your best option is to sign up with a challenge pack, which means you get the fitness program of your choice, Shakeology on Home Direct. You get a free 30-day club membership. There's free, and then the monthly fees after that would be $15.95 plus your Shakeology monthly. So you're drinking Shakeology monthly and then $15.95, which I think since I made this PowerPoint, that has gone up $1. I think it's $16.95 now, but there's no yearly fee. And that's still cheaper than the cost of just Shakeology on Home Direct for a month. So you're getting a discount on all of that with your monthly fees, and with your Shakeology discounted, it's still cheaper than Shakeology on Home Direct by itself. Or you can sign up by paying $40. You can just do a $40 coach sign up, and you can get, I'll sign up as a coach, but you'll also want to get your monthly Shakeology on Home Direct as well, and it will be cheaper, like I said before. The most awesome thing, which this actually is becoming more important to me, not that it wasn't ever important, but my brother's actually leaving in May for boot camp for the Marines, so I've really been intrigued by this and paying closer attention to, military benefits and all of that. But military discounts mean that if you are a veteran or active military or reserves now, I believe, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure anyone involved with the military, you do not have to pay any sign-up fees, and you do not pay the monthly fees either. So you are getting this whole business for pretty much essentially free. Like, you have no cost besides your Shakeology, which is discounted, to maintain your business, which is pretty awesome. And I know my brother's going to be taking advantage of that as soon as he's out of boot camp. So that's really great, and a really great way that the company likes to recognize people who have been involved in our military. So here's what I want you to think about now. In the next 24 hours, the coach who invited you is going to follow up, and they're going to ask you, what did you like most about the presentation? And I'm sure you're going to say me, because I've just rambled at you for 37 minutes. Just kidding. But seriously, I know you're all going to say me. Does Team Beachbody feel like something that you could fit into your life to help you achieve your goals? And then which option appeals to you, coach or customer? And then they'll have a better idea of where you're coming from with all of this, and they'll be able to direct you in the right direction and show you how to do all of this stuff, all of your next steps. And then in the meantime, you should think about, what becoming a coach could do for you. So I know when I was going through this process, I was like, this is going to make me a better person, because I'm going to be helping people. I'm going to be showing them that they're not alone in this. I think that's super important to make sure that people know that they always have people there with them and they're not alone in any of this. Think about who you can help. I know when I first started off, I was like, I really want my husband to do this. He's a type 1 diabetic. I know Shakeology could do a world of good for him. I knew my mom would be awesome at this. I thought it was something that we could do together that would be really cool. There was just all these people swirling through my mind that I knew could benefit from this, or maybe that I knew weren't feeling like their best self, that this could really change their life. And then third, what are your goals and dreams? Like, your job now, is it something that you can really grow in, or are you going to be stuck at this level for the rest of your life? So is this something that could line up with your goals? Is it something that could line up with your dreams? Is it something that you could really grow to better yourself in your future? And then the last thing I just want to say is dream big. So when I started this, I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to be a diamond coach. That is insane. I'm never going to get there. And it hasn't even been a year yet, and I was a diamond in November. And just like, if that didn't seem attainable to me and I attained it in such a short amount of time, it's kind of like the world is literally at my fingertips. I can seriously do anything with this. So I just encourage you to just think a little bit bigger than you. And that's kind of abstract, and it's not a tangible thing, but it's really something that if you actually sit down and think about it and write down your goals, what do you want to do with your life? Where you are now, is that attainable? Do you need something else? Do you need to better your health? Do you need a challenge group? Do you need to be coaching other people? Would you feel like you would be your best self if you were helping others? And that's it. So now you can ask questions. Let me get out of this screen share. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? You can type them on the right-hand side, and I'll give you like 30 seconds because I think there's a little bit of a delay. But I think if you click on that questions thing, they'll start popping up. But if you don't have any questions or you don't have anything to say, that's totally fine too. And I can just wrap this up because I don't want you to stare at me in my little sister's bedroom for too much longer. All right, you're good? Okay, so like I was saying before, if you have any other questions, just reach out to the coach that invited you here today, and I'm sure that they will be more than happy to answer any of those questions for you. They can point you in the right direction. Everybody's, we have this whole network of the Knockout Brigade, so if they don't know the answer, somebody in the brigade knows the answer, and we can get back to you on all of that. If you don't have any questions, I'm gonna let you go because it's 9:40 on Sunday night. And thank you so much for taking time out of your night to listen to me blab on about all of this. I got my first business opportunity call out of the way, and I feel so much better. Sorry if I went a little bit quickly through that. I feel like I was speed talking there, but thanks so much, guys, and I look forward to you all joining the Knockout Brigade.